New season, new cats. Welcome into sports. I'm Morgan Feller. The college basketball season is officially underway, and the Arizona Wildcats were tasked with the defending national champs in Vegas to open up their season. Let's take you to the Sin City. Let's head to T-Mobile Arena, where the defending champion Florida Gators took on the Arizona Wildcats. Midway through the first half, Xavier Lee drives and dishes to C.J. Ingram for the deep three. Florida would continue their early dominance. Later in the half, Ivan Karchenkov at the top of the key will stay there. Get some separation. Boogie Flan for the triple. Wildcats take their first lead since being up 4-3. Less than a minute after the game. Florida wouldn't go away that easy, though. Lee calls for the pick, drives, goes for the lay, but dishes to Ruben Chinyello for the jam. Later in the second half, Lee sprints towards the ball, looking like Curry with this off-ball movement, and dials up a three to notch the game at 70. He would finish with 14, but it wasn't enough for Koa Peat and Arizona as they go back to the basics with a pick and roll and an oop as he rocks the rim. He would finish with a whopping 30 points, the second most in a Wildcat debut, helping Arizona defeat the third-ranked and defending champion Florida Gators 93-87 in the first upset of the season. It would get a little hairy in the end because of some costly turnovers, but Arizona would hang on. Wildcats' next game is this Friday against Utah Tech at 7 p.m. Let's pivot from the court to the field. We had some Monday Night Football action between the Cardinals and the Cowboys. And the last 8 meetings between these two squads, as we pull up that scoreboard, Arizona has won the last 7. Let's make it two in a row now against the Cowboys, and 8 of the last 9. The Cardinals' defense was suffocating, really only allowing 10 points of this explosive offense. Dallas would score on a blocked punt. The defense would sack Dak Prescott 5 times and force 3 turnovers. Now on the other side of the ball, Jacoby Brissett led the way with over 250 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and a score on the ground. He connected early and often with Marvin Harrison Jr., who finished with a career-high 7 catches. The Cards would defeat the Cowboys 27-17 in Arlington to snap a 3-game skid and advance to 3-5 on the season. They'll head to Seattle next week. Buckle up and start your engines. We're transitioning to the track. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Championship ended last night, and it was a sprint to the finish. I had the opportunity to head to Phoenix Raceway for the dramatic finish to NASCAR's season. We're here at the Phoenix Raceway for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Championship, and the story is all about Denny Hamlin. He's come into this race with 6 wins so far. All he needs is a win tonight for the championship.
It was Denny Hamlin's race to lose for most of the afternoon. The veteran led more than 200 laps, looking poised to finally claim that elusive first championship. But with just 3 laps left, a caution flag from William Byron's blown tire changed everything.
Yeah, the team brought a great championship car, and I felt like I drove it just right up until 2 laps to go. This is the part that stinks. In this moment, I never want to race a car ever again. I mean, my fun meter's pegged.
During the final pit stop, Hamlin's team opted for 4 new tires, while Kyle Larson's crew gambled with just 2. That decision vaulted Larson ahead when the race restarted in overtime.
I don't know. Cliff kept saying we ain't dead yet, so it was hard to believe him, but yeah, we weren't dead. Just an unreal feeling that I hope I'll remember. I hope I'll get to experience again along the way.
While Larson sealed his second NASCAR Cup Series championship, it was Ryan Blaney who crossed the line first, earning his second race win of the year and capping off a strong finish to this season.
Our goal this weekend was try to win the race and have great momentum going into the wintertime, and understood that we weren't going for a championship, but we're going to make the best out of it. So I wouldn't say it's bittersweet. I enjoy it just like any other win. I mean, it's great that we were able to go out and get it done today.
Larson celebrated with burnouts, his family, and cheers from the grandstand, securing his second championship, but the win didn't come without mixed emotions from him and NASCAR fans.
No, I mean, sure, I'm happy, but there's definitely a piece of me that is sad for him as well. I'm sure all of us in here, and even the Denny haters, I'm sure, they're probably, there's a spot, where they're sad too. So, but that's competition, that's the format, and it's just weird.
The 2025 NASCAR Cup Championship was a wild one, and when the dust settled, Kyle Larson walked away with his second NASCAR Cup Series championship, edging out Denny Hamlin in dramatic fashion. Reporting in Phoenix, I'm Morgan Feller, News 11 Sports.